I have a lot to learn about the Happy Home Academy.
And I did. I have been doing all kinds of research, and I have been combing through spreadsheets all week long, and I have learned so much about the Happy Home Academy, and we will get into that, but first, let's wrap up what we've been doing here for the last couple episodes. This is me placing the very last neon light, bringing that house to the full item cap of 900 wall-mounted neon lamps. So we'll cut to that grand finale for a second.
Okay, I really wish this was going to be a genuine reaction, but it's not, because I just did this and I wasn't recording. But check it out, the house is completely full of neon lights now, 100%. 537,912 points is the score you get if you literally just put 900 wall-mounted neon lights in your house. And I did this really funny bit where I was like, oh, thanks for this plaque, I'll just put it right here. But obviously I can't put anything anywhere because the room is full, even though by anyone with eyes, this house is completely empty. 537,000 points, more Happy Home Academy points than most players will ever see in their life for spamming a very basic item. Just wonderful.
So now let's get into that research. This is the best I can do for explaining the method behind the madness that is Happy Home Academy evaluations. But before we get too technical, I want to say a huge shout out to chibiSnorlax, linked below. This is the amazing human being who actually did all the research that I'm effectively just reading back to you. The first bonus is very basic. There's better details on the screen right now, but effectively, having at least 20 items in the room will net you a bonus of 4,000 points, and if 3 of those items are wall-mounted items, that will yield an additional 1,200 points. The next bonus is a Life Necessities bonus, where Animal Crossing has decided that a bed, table, chair, and wardrobe are the only things necessary for living, and as long as you have those 4 items anywhere within the entire house, that will yield an additional 2,500 points. Now we are going to get a bit technical here, because to understand the rest of the bonuses, you really need to understand all of the attributes of any given item within Animal Crossing. Every item that can be placed in your house has the following attributes: series, set, color, category, and concept. And the following bonuses correlate to those attributes. The most important bonus is the series bonus. To understand that, you gotta know what a series is. Series are large collections of items, like bamboo, cherry blossoms, cute, or antique. This is not to be confused with a set, those are 2 different things apparently. And the way the series bonus works is as long as you have 4 unique items from any given series, every unique item within that series placed in the same room will yield an additional 1,000 points. Also, this bonus is only available to whichever series in any given room is the most populated series. You cannot get the bonus for 2 separate series in the same room. The next bonus is the set bonus, and sets are mutually exclusive to series. If an item is in a series, it will not be in a set, and vice versa. Sets are small groups of items, like artsy, ruined, or standee. And unlike series, you can actually get the set bonus for multiple sets in the same room, where the bonus value is that completing a full set will yield an additional 800 points per set completed. The next bonus is color. All items in Animal Crossing have 2 colors, and the game will pick and choose the best options for you. As long as 70% of the items in your room on one of their 2 color values is the same color, then every unique item of that color will yield an additional 200 points. If you get above 90% of all of the items in your room conforming to one color, then every item of that color will yield an additional 600 points. Now, the items that secure the 70 or 90% do not need to be unique, but only unique items will receive the bonus. Next up is the category bonus. Categories are big things that many items fall into. These can be things like plants, food, or lighting. And the rule for this one is if you have 3 items from any given category, then you will get 500 points for that category being present in the room. And you can collect the points on as many categories as you want per room. The next bonus is concept, and it's about concepts. Concepts are things like living room, office, or shop, where if the item feels like it belongs in a living room, office, or shop, then it is part of the same concept. Each room can only have 1 concept, which is determined by the majority of items conforming to the same concept. And every item that fits that concept will yield an additional 400 points. And the best part about this bonus is the items do not need to be unique. Fun fact, the reason the score in that Neon Lights house is so high is because neon lights have a concept. So they were all getting 400 bonus points on top of their base value just for being in a concept. Next up is Feng Shui, which I think most players already know, but I like to remember it as you need to have at least one item that follows the following: yellow left, green down, red right. Doing so will yield an additional 500 points for every room that conforms to Feng Shui. And finally, there's the lucky bonus, which honestly is not worth the time. It's a set list of items that changes a bit per season, and it's really not worth me reading out every item, so if you really want to cash in on the lucky bonus, please just click the chibiSnorlax link in the description below, and you can find the full list of items there. But I figured that's enough learning for one episode, so let's cut back to more live footage of my very first attempt of trying to get a really good score with a really tiny house.
Okay, this is the account that matters. But first, I dropped myself a bunch of items from the main account, and this is clearly very important. I figure I'm going to be spending a lot of time on this account. She might as well be cool, so why not make her a pirate? Okay, so let's show you what's been going on. Yeah. This, if my understanding of Happy Home Academy is correct, is what pro decoration looks like. I wish I was joking. This is a monstrosity. However, if my math is correct, it should be just over 130,000. If it's lower, it's because I haven't done colors properly. But yeah, long story short, embarking on this journey of spamming neon lights in a house made me realize that if just one item that only qualifies for a single bonus in the Happy Home Academy is already halfway to 1 million, I mean, he was at 537,000. So I realized that 1 million is totally possible, and I'm gonna fucking go for it. So this is kind of the first test run of going for it. If you think about it, every room has to be worth 166,000 because there's 6 rooms and you're aiming for 1 million. And this is like low effort, first attempt. There's a lot of decisions I made while doing this that were kind of just to get it done. They weren't by any means optimal. So if I'm as close as I think I already am, this will be amazing. Okay. I'm nervous. Oh, let's do it. About 130,000. Okay, my math is correct. Okay, good. This says to me that my understanding of Happy Home Academy is pretty darn good. So I was expecting a little bit higher, but I think I made some changes without looking at my spreadsheets. I got really tired of the fact that my Switch has been like set up at my desk and I've been playing in my gaming chair forever. So I said fuck that and moved my Switch over to my TV so I could, you know, play video games on my couch as God intended. So I probably thought that some things weren't needed that were for some category bonuses, and I probably lost points that way. But yeah, still pretty good score, and I think this is evidence. I think that 1 million is totally possible, especially since this is a 6x6 room. In the full house, 6x6 is the smallest room size. You get an 8x8 and 2 6x10s. So I'm gonna fucking go for it. This is it. This is the announcement. I'm going for 1 million Happy Home Academy points. Wish me luck. I'm gonna fucking evaluate them. Happy Home Academy's gonna wish they never met me. Let's do this, Happy Home Academy. Bring it on. I don't have emotes on this character. I can't emote any. Okay. Cut.